Example 7 is asking the same questions as example 6. So we have our function right here, and they kind of wrote this a little strange to me. And I think, well, let's rewrite it. So you can rewrite this as f of x equals the natural log of x minus 2. I think they wrote it this way because if you write it this way, it's unclear where this minus 2 goes. Is this minus 2 inside the log or outside the log? So I think they wrote it this way. And so what you can do to write it in the same order that we're kind of used to is putting this x in parentheses, saying only that x is inside that log, the minus 2 is outside. So what is the base of my function? This is still a base of e, so the natural log. What is the horizontal and or vertical shift? So when I have, what is it, a minus, when I have a natural log and then it subtracts a number, it's going to go down. What is the domain? To find the domain, you take what is inside the log and set it to be greater than 0. So that's solved for. And this would be the same thing as 0 to infinity. Okay, what is the range? The range of any log is all real numbers. We don't have that memorized yet. Put that into Desmos. You can see it's going down forever, and then it's going to go up and over forever. So when you go bottom to top, it goes arrow to arrow. Okay, what is the vertical asymptote? That is that x equals 0. It's wherever that starts, but again, you can see that on Desmos. You go down, and it will eventually hit 0 and undefined. Okay, now we need to find the inverse. So I am going to write this the original way because it's not that big of a deal. But I am going to start off with step 1, replacing f of x with y. So this is y equals -2 plus the natural log of x. Okay, step 2 is to switch your x and y. So x equals -2 plus the natural log of y. And step 3 is to solve for y. Now, before I do any kind of rewriting, first I need to isolate this log right here. So I'm going to move my 2 over by adding. Now I can rewrite. I cannot solve for a variable inside of a log. So let's rewrite it as an exponential. This is a base e. So base to the other side of the equals is e to the x plus 2. And that will equal what's inside my log, y. We are almost done. Step 4 is to replace y with your inverse function notation. So the inverse of my function is e to the x plus 2. What is the base of my inverse? And that is e. The bases are going to be the same. So if it's a base e for log, it's a base e exponential. What is the horizontal and or vertical shift when it is inside? That's left and right, and it's opposite of what we think. So this is left 2. What is the domain? I'm looking up at part D. And my range was -infinity to +infinity. So that is what my domain is. And you can also just say this is an exponential. An exponential has a domain of all real numbers. And so then what is my range? My range, I'm looking at part C, was 0 to infinity. And I got that from 0. And I got that for my domain for my inverse. Okay, and my range is 0 to infinity. Because this is only getting moved left and not up or down, this means I have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0.